Hello everyone, Garnet here, and welcome back to ARK Survival Ascended on Aberration. We kind of ran out of time last time to even take a look at the Fasola that we actually had tamed, and I'm looking forward to taking this guy out and showing him off. But first, I do want to level him up a little bit, and that kind of comes back to the other thing I kind of forgot to do last time, which was hatch up a bunch of the Megalosaurus eggs. So I'm going to do that really quick, and then we'll probably feed whatever leftover ones are around to this Fasola here. Kind of get them all lined up and ready. There we go. So I did have to stop them because of how many eggs they have here. I didn't want there to be a potential problem, so I'm going to throw out a bunch of these eggs and kind of get them up and going here. Am I way too heavy now? Yeah, I am. Okay, so now that I've placed a bunch of these eggs, just got to wait around for about a minute or so for them to hatch up. But in the meantime, I do have a clip that I'd like to show you, so let's roll that now. I know at the end of the last one I said I probably wouldn't be going to the surface for a while, but the call of loot was just too strong. And it was worth it because I found this amazing shotgun right here. I also ended up finding our first red drop from the surface, and I was a little bit confused because I didn't know you could find gene scanners in here, especially ones that are better than primitive, but we'll have to see what that does. I did find a hatchet that was almost as good as our pickaxe, so I'm carrying two amazing tools now. I did also find an amazing Gigantoraptor saddle, and then a blueprint for one that's almost just as good, including a basilisk saddle behind it. I was also looking around for a while, and I ended up finding a red drop with a ring on it, which I was very excited to go check out, but it started phasing through the ground with single-player shenanigans, so I did use Ghost to get it. But it had our first Rock Drake saddle, as well as an amazing compound bow. I was a little bit overweight though, and I actually got stuck for a while. I was kind of panicking because it was almost 11 a.m. But luckily I was able to get free, kind of get to the surface with just less than 20 minutes to spare. And we ended up just kind of flying all the way back to base with all of our new loot. Okay, well the eggs are hatching up now. I'm already seeing one in there with a cool blue mutation. Yeah, I did end up having, I couldn't stop myself. I had to go up to the surface. We got a few with mutations here. I wonder if we've got ourselves anything too crazy. Ooh, we've got a green, a blue, it's an orange back there, another green on the top of these guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to claim all of the ones with mutations, and we'll figure out if we want to keep them later on, and we'll just take care of the ones that don't have mutations in between that. Odds are they're probably going to run around the base here for a little bit, but I'm going to try to feed them all to the Fasolas, whatever ones don't have mutations anyway. I'll bring you back here in a second when we have them all isolated. Okay, I believe that should be all of them now. How many levels did that give the Fasola? 43 levels with the amount of Megalosaurus. It looks like I also gained a level as well, so we're going to round that out to 450. And that has unlocked the underwater mines, which are useless. So... that should take care of it here. I'm going to be 100% sure, though. Last thing we need is a wild Megalosaurus baby just kind of growing up inside of our house. Very good, though. That'll give us plenty of stats to work with on the Fasola and kind of work towards trying to get more material collecting and everything. He can't quite fit in there. He's just too chonky. There we go. I think that's all. Could be wrong. All the bodies? I think we're clear. Cool. Okay, I'll worry about leveling up the Fasola here in a minute. I want to see what stat is on this orange one. It's not melee, because I know melee is 325 by default. I'm really looking for a melee mutation at this point, because I have a health mutation somewhere. That's another health, I can tell by looking at that. How about this one here? That one's not melee either. How about you, green one in the back? That's the Fasola. This one has the melee mutation. Fantastic. So the green bottom one has a melee mutation. So one melee female. Great. I'm going to keep the others because I really like their colors, and we'll come up with a final color at the end when we have a crazy mutated Megalosaurus. But for now, I'm just going to put everyone into a cryopod, and I'll worry about that down the line. So I'm going to put a bunch of points into the Fasola. Mostly you just want to do stamina, weight, and then melee damage. Considering this isn't one that I'm specifically trying to use for battle or anything, I'm really just going to kind of focus in on the weight as much as I can, because we're going to go out and collect a bunch of flint, which is the kind of whole point of taming this guy. He doesn't fit through the door, though. He's just a little bit too chunky, so I have to pick him back up. I may pull the prime meat up here just to have it start cooking some. I think where I built that trap up here may not be the best place at this point, because I've noticed that a lot of the rocks disappear. So I may move it, but the reason I wanted to get this guy, in case you weren't aware, just how much flint they get when you run into a rock from underneath. I've only run into a few, and I've already got hundreds, a lot more than I could have gotten by hand by now, without being overweight and over-encumbered. Just kind of travel along. There's a bunch of rocks over here that I don't normally get to because I'm worried about the Yeelings. And I'm hoping, and I almost assume, that the Fasolas won't aggro the Yeelings. We're going to be fine. Look at how much flint I got in that short amount of time. It has only been a couple seconds. And I've got a lot more flint than I could ever need. At this point in time, I'm not going to stop though, because I definitely want as much gunpowder as I can on this map. I explained that last time, that just you need so much when you're fighting Rockwell. The way that the boss fight works here compared to the other bosses so far in the game is crazy. And it's really fun because of it, so I'm going to just go ham. I mean, these creatures are useful for other things as well, but I can tell you that this is pretty much the main thing I wanted it for. Going out and hitting stuff with a hatchet, or a pickaxe, I'm sorry, is not as efficient, even with the pickaxe that I have. And I'll never complain about the amount of flint that I have on this guy. So, for reference, just that one full run of collecting collecting flint with that guy, I had 1,200 or so there just now. Now that I went out and grabbed them, I've got another 8,000 on top of that. We went from 1 to 9,000. So we are totally covered with everything that we're going to need for a long time. And considering I can get just as much stone using the Dodex and the Carcanos, I'm going to have to start making a bunch of spark powder right now, just because I can while I'm sitting around here. And just let that go. We're going to use all that to make gunpowder later on. And what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to turn this back on. I turned it off since I wasn't cooking anything in it. But we've got a lot of wood. I'm just going to turn this all into charcoal for now. And I'm going to go out and collect a bunch more just so that we have a lot of that already pre-made and we're ready for battle whenever that time comes. I'm going to pull for some vaults. Can I make 4 vaults? Because if I can, I should be able to make everything. Ooh, I can. Awesome. Oh, now that I just did that, maybe I should have tried to make the grinder first, because I mentioned that at the end of the last episode as well. I'm going to have to go get more polymer. Okay, well, I need the vaults anyway. We'll do the grinder here in a second. There we go. I can place 2 so far. I'm going to have to start unloading these and moving them to the other ones, but it'll look a lot nicer, I think, with those there. It'll be easier to keep stuff in line. Okay, so it has been a little bit, but I do have all of these reorganized, renamed, and resorted. So I've got this one set as weapons and ammo. It'll also be for attachments if I find any, but I actually have different tabs for those. That should be nice to keep on top of going forward. Also did the same over here with tools and structures. I think there's just too many individual items to keep them out in everything. So we'll just kind of keep them in those for now, and then if I find anything miscellaneous, I'll probably leave it in the open area here, kind of just as an optional one. And, yeah, I mean, I've got a lot for the saddles, but I could have a lot more. And then there's the armor, which I did have more than 50 of, so this is the reason I had to move everything now. There's a lot in here I probably could grind down, but I'm going to have to go get a bunch more polymer, and I'm assuming I probably need a lot more metal now that I just made all those vaults. But I'm going to go work on that for a minute, and I'll bring you back when I'm actually setting down a grinder. So while I'm thinking about it, and what we're going to go do is get ourselves some, 135 Carcanos? Maybe I don't want to kill that one still. Man, I keep finding good level Carcanos when I'm trying to go out and kill them. I need some polymer, but there's 2 things that I can do. I mean, we found those really high level bears last time. Assuming they're still around, I may want to just go and tame them instead. I have a really good rifle now, so I should be able to tame them pretty quick. At least that's the hope. But right now, I do want to test this out. So Carcanos seem to have less defense against a piercing weapon. Food frail. Okay, that's a good one to test it on. It's a level 50, so I'm not going to be too concerned about what happens here. But as you can see, I have a harpoon launcher in my inventory. I missed. I don't know. Does it drop? Or am I supposed to just aim directly? Or am I supposed to not do this on land? So that did 293. Which obviously is okay. But my crossbow does more than that. Okay, good to know. If I had a much stronger harpoon gun, maybe I would do a different one, but don't turn around. Don't want you to grab me. No, 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 no. Aw, come on. That should have hit your leg. I never used the harpoon gun, so that's my excuse as to why I was missing, but you guys know that I'm not always the best shot anyway. Alright, Karkanos. Give me what you can. Oh, hello. I'm a little bit too heavy to move. You should probably not be here. Oh, you're a max level, Sarko? I really wish I didn't have to just stab you right now. Would have been nice to tame you. Oh, your timing was not great. Okay, we've got to drop off this organic polymer. And then I'm going to be able to make the grinder, but I'm going to need to do more for the survivor mate. So I'm going to want those bears regardless. Okay, so I just completed a couple metal runs and a run to grab crystal while I was heading up there. So honestly, the only thing I have to wait on is for the metal to cook up, and I should be able to craft the grinder once that is the case. I'm just going to go put Banshee back up where she should be right now. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put together a bunch of narcotic darts. And then I want to make sure that I can go and tame those bears, or at least the one that I know should still be there. Considering that one was underneath our base, there's no guarantee it's still going to be waiting for us. Everything seems to want to disappear down there. But I'm going to make up a bunch of trank darts and see if we can go and get ourselves a couple bears. I've made ourselves 50 darts. We'll put those into the gun here. First, I'm actually very curious of how much damage this thing does by itself. So before I actually try to take it out for taming something, I'm going to try to shoot at something and see what kind of damage numbers we're looking at here. So I don't want to shoot that Karkanos, so it really wouldn't do much for us. Looking at a 50 Sarko that has a frail weight. So let's see if we can shoot that guy from here. How much damage does that do? 941. Not bad. Not bad at all. Helped save that Dodic, as much as I possibly could anyway. I think what I'm going to do is, instead of trying to make a normal trap, I'm going to use billboards. And if I can use billboards and a bear trap, I might actually be able to keep that thing in place and not have to worry about it running off on me like the last one did. Okay, so I actually made up a little bit of a potential trap using billboards here. I'm going to head up to where that 150 bear is, hopefully get it stuck in a bear trap, large bear trap specifically, and then I'm going to try to put these billboards around it so it has nowhere to run off to. And once I have that in place, I'm going to try to knock it out. Okay, let's keep an eye out. Is it here? Yep, so she is the 150 and is the oxygen frail. Actually, so this is a different bear. She had a different trait last time, right? That had to do with cowardly? Or am I thinking of a different one? If it's oxygen frail, though, I'm not worried about the trait as much as the fact that she's still level 150. Did she change traits on me? That's so weird if that's something that happened. Oh well. We just gotta take care of this Carno over here and make sure that they don't really cause us any troubles. So I'm just gonna head on down and take them out with my rifle. Oh! Never mind. It looks like the Dodics were more than capable. Alright, well that's crazy. There are a lot more Dodics over here now. Where were you guys when I was actually trying to find Dodics? A cannon? Ooh. I need one of those for the Karkanos. That is a very good find, considering. It's time to tame this bear for real this time. No bad things happening, I must say. So, can I, like, guide it somewhere? Maybe if I just put traps around it real quick when it's already standing somewhere? I won't have to worry about it as much. We don't want you to snap. We just want it to be like this. Like that. So that's there. So all I need to do is put a trap right here. So you'll stay in place. No, 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 no. I don't want you to try to trigger the trap. Am I going to be able to even get the bear to go in here? Let's pick up the trap. Hold on. Meganura, screw off. Okay, let's place this right in the middle. Okay, bear. Can I just get you to follow me for a sec? Hello. Boop. You still don't want to go into the bear trap? Why would that be? You gonna go in now? Come on, come on, come on, come on! Inside of the billboards. Inside the billboards, not just around. I should have just punched you. That did a lot more damage than I wanted to. And now you've given up? No, you haven't. You're just trying to trick me. Silly bear, I'm not that dumb. Where are you going, though? Alright, I don't think that's going to work without having these picked up first, and then I'll place them down after it gets trapped. Come on, 150 bear. You still mad at me? Okay, let's find the trap. Then I'll quickly put the billboards down after the fact. I don't see the trap. I don't know where. Ooh, that was it! Okay, cool. I'm gonna put the billboards down quick. Oh crap, that wasn't quick enough. You're not trapped in here at all. Hello! Oh no. Or are you trapped? That doesn't look like that side's closed at all. Can you get out? Yes, you can. Ah, it was dumb. Okay, I did not expect the bear trap to break that quickly. I'm not gonna lie. So I guess I needed at least one trap already set down. Given what we've learned about these... Ow! I was gonna say, I think I should be safe in here, because I don't think it's gonna come in. Oh, no, no, you went in there. You went in there. You should stay in there. And I left it wide open again. I never use traps with billboards. Can you tell? Can I just awkwardly place this right behind you? Would that be something that you'd be okay with? Like, if I just do this... Oh, that's not what I wanted. How I wanted to place that one. Why are you, like, snapping to stuff? I don't want you to snap to stuff. That's more like it. Are you actually stuck in here now? I'm a master ARK player. No one can say otherwise. This bear is perfectly trapped. And nothing can go wrong. At least she's in here. I'm gonna knock her out and see exactly how many darts it takes to do so. Getting a little bit concerned about how bloody she's getting. Well, we're gonna give it another... Okay, cool. We are good here. Don't have anything to worry about there. I'm gonna have to go and find her some mutton. I swear, sometimes I just get way ahead of my words when I'm trying to speak. And I just sound like a fool. Okay. We're gonna go find some mutton, because I'm sure that there's gonna be some just around here somewhere. There aren't too many hostile enemies in this spot right now, so there might just be one around the corner, as far as I can tell. There's a sheep right there, right? Yep. It's a warm sheep. I'm sorry, and thank you. Okay, fingers crossed nothing spawned up here since I left. Really didn't go too far, but I have seen crazier things with that, too. So there is the trap. I'm not seeing anything dangerous here still. Fantastic. Not sure how much mutton she's going to need, but I'm going to pull probably 20. Raw mutton, 20. Okay, 8% from one. Not too bad. I don't believe I'm going to have to worry about needing to keep this thing knocked out, so I'm going to go and check on... Well, I'm going to check the surrounding area, see if we find ourselves another high-level bear, preferably a male one now that we have a female one knocked out, but I'm not going to have a trap for it. So maybe I should just pick up the trap now I'm going to be out of render distance. I won't have anything to worry about. I'm going to pick up the trap around this bear, And I'm going to come back and pick her up when it's time. I'm going to go and check around the area for a high-level male as well. See if we're going to be lucky here, or if I'm going to have to check by the base and see if that 145 that was there has despawned or not. I didn't see it when I was looking around for that Carcanos before, but that doesn't mean it isn't there somewhere. Alright, so we swapped to bear. There's one over this way. Let's go check what level it is. Did I pass it? I think I did. Didn't even notice that the bear was chilling around these guys. What level are you? You're level 15 male. Nope. Did that say mutable weight? Oh, okay. Not really trying to mutate weight, but that's interesting. Yeah, that's the one I've got knocked out. Silly, silly game. I know that one has a trait. I knocked it out already. What you got for me this time? Cool. Another nice crossbow. I am pretty sure there was a second bear over here somewhere, though. It might be pointing at... yeah. That's a 150 with Cowardly. So there were 2 female 150 bears here. Seriously? How does that work? So I wonder if I want to take this one. Oh. Well. She's going to take care of that scorpion right now. Do I want Cowardly? I think I do. Because it runs faster when it's running from something. Maybe if I can get an opportunity to just put it inside the billboards and knock it out also while I'm over here. We'll just need a male after that. Oh my god, there's 2... Of course there's 2 bears here. Wasn't there like a level 15? Oh, 85. Can I quickly just do this? That last one didn't go down the way I wanted. Are you trapped? I'm gonna make the other one follow me. Okay, I've escaped the bear. And did I actually trap the 150 female in here? I think I did. I am... I'm a little bit concerned about how well this works. I literally just go up and spam a couple signs and the bear can't move. But that's okay. I guess I'll tame both 150 females because why not? It only took 10 darts to knock out the other one, so I'll just do the same here. Yep, 10 darts just like the last one. There's even another sheep over here. But how long is the timer on yours? Because it said, yeah, 30 minutes. That should actually be more than enough time to tame this thing. Raw button. We'll grab 20. Let's do it. According to Dododex, it only takes 22 minutes, so we should be good on all of those. We have 2 150 female bears knocked down in the same spot. Crazy stuff. I think I'm going to go back and check on the status of the metal, see if we're able to make the grinder now. And we'll come back and grab these 2 later on. And I'll also double check if that male is over by the base while I'm there. Because at least I know where one is in that case. Can we make a grinder now? We cannot. Oh, we can actually. It just didn't... I didn't have it on. Duh. Awesome. So we have the grinder going. We'll put that down here in a sec. I'm just going to check for that male bear. Which should just be underneath us if it's still around. Which means I should actually pull this out and it'll tell me. Where does it say the bear is? Still this way? He was right here before. Did the bear go through the ground? Oh, there he is. It is. I don't even know if it's the same bear. Hello. Are you the 145 male? No, you're a 135 female. Okay. What do you have? Frenetic. I don't know what that means. I guess if I do this, and then I look at this, torpor drain rate increased by... Oh. Wow. Interesting. Not really what I want to have while trying to tame it. So, if that was the closest bear that I saw when coming down here, that one male might be gone now. Says there's one here. Somewhere. Oh, there's a bear. What are we looking at here? You're the 145 male. You have aquatic on you. It's a little bit strange. But, also... What am I to say about that? Hello. You got. You're also aquatic. Interesting little lice trail. So should I just do the same thing? Just quickly place this here. Place this here. And then that like that. I think that one actually came out nice, unlike the last two traps. But he's actually in a trap like he should be. Cool. It has been a long time coming, but we have ourselves a pair of high-level bears. I say as I haven't yet knocked him out, but, you know. This is the zone that I should be a little bit worried about doing this in, but we'll see if that actually is something to worry about going forward or not. This is the ultimate test. Okay, same amount of shots. I definitely got to get some more mutton for this guy. Because I know that the timer's under 20 minutes now, right? Actually, no, it should be fine too. That's crazy. 1 sheep taking care of 3 bears? That's unheard of. Well, we can now officially mark that off the list. Assuming they don't disappear, like I said. But, it's good to have that going. But either way, we've got our grinder to place now. We can start breaking down a bunch of stuff that we are not going to need. Thank you. Just going to put that over here against the wall. Kind of opposite all the creation stuff, and now we've got a destruction thing. I don't really have a lot that I want to break down right now. I'm sure that there's a couple of the structures that I'm not going to need, but I'm going to grab these basic stuff, this basic stuff that I have been holding on to that I don't really want. It's not going to give me a lot for these, but I kind of just want to get rid of them. And with the amount of fur armor that I have, I really don't think I want this either. The cannon's going to be good to have. I'm going to grind this down, though, and we'll grind that down. And I actually have a crossbow over 400 that's better than that. So we'll just grind these real quick. Already got 242 metal back on these pieces here, and I'm looking forward to grinding down the rest of the crap that I do not need. Like, I'm not going to use any metal structures here. I might eventually, when it comes to taming a Reaper, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, I've actually never done that before. So you will all experience my first time with that here, when we get to that point. Very good. Very good way to just kind of keep getting resources from stuff that you don't want. I would grind down all of these stone cliff platforms, but I might have a use for at least one of these. So I'm going to hold off until I know I'm not going to use them, and then I'll get rid of them. But for now, I'll just hold on to that stuff. At this point, when it comes to the machines that I need around here, there's probably only 1 or 2 that I need to worry about. I definitely need the cooker, and ultimately I'll probably end up moving the grinder a little further down and putting the cooker there. But, yeah, I don't think there's much more than that, and I do want the genome thing, or not the genome, what is it? Whatever this is, the thing next to the cooker here. I want that, and I want the clock face. We'll put that on the building somewhere. And then we'll get to the lovely Zeppelin. This, I don't know how big that is. It looks like it'd be huge, and I'd probably want it outside. Okay, so I've been kind of spending a little bit of time reorganizing again, kind of cleaning stuff up, grinding up what I can material-wise, and kind of putting everything away as I've been doing it. Both of the 150 dire bear females have tamed up, and looks like the male is just 1 feed away from being tamed as well. I kind of figured as long as I don't stay away from his render, I shouldn't have to worry about him disappearing, so I kind of just stuck around at the base. And then I am prepared, just in case I do end up running into some Cosmos along the way. If I want to tame some of them as well, I at least can tame up to 3. I really want to try to find a high-level male still, preferably 140 to 150, since they are based off of their actual level when it comes to the amount of swings that they have. If I can find something that is different stat-wise than the other one, and when I can combine them, their level is much higher, that would be amazing. But we'll see how that goes. I do have the scanner already set to Cosmos, so I'll kind of keep an eye out as we go out and around. But looks like the male just tamed. Perfect. Let's go grab him. Kind of get him taken care of before anything else shows up that could cause some problems. Considering all of the rock drakes and stuff I've seen in the area, we do not want to risk this guy for any longer than we already have. Come on, big guy. We can pick up our trap and leave it there and take it home with us now. Looks like we did have a bit of extra mutton. It's just going to spoil. I'm not going to worry about picking it up, actually. Okay, So on foot, I'm just going to kind of keep this thing out and check the Cosmos on the way over to the 150s. And then I'll show you if I find something of interest. If not, we'll just come back when we get over to the bears. Oh, I hear you. Well, that didn't take long. Seriously? Literally underneath the base. I didn't have to go far for you at all. Here, let's pop you on down here. That was really lucky of me. I actually didn't see what trait you had, but I guess it probably doesn't matter. Stamina robust. I actually like that. There we go, big guy. Hello. Just gotta do this one time. I'd have to go up there, though. I'm gonna have to do a jump in the middle of my red light, green light. And I'm gonna have to stop because of that. Whoop! That was close. And go. Hey! Hey, buddy. Sweet. That honestly did not take long. I'm very happy about that, and I don't have to worry about it again for a long time. Now we can just go pick up our bears and don't have to worry about that ever again. We'll just have to keep an eye out for any other cool traits on Cosmos. Okay, here's max level female bear 1. Come on back with us. Considering the lack of luck I've had with some taming up to this point, I'm actually very, very surprised with how today is going. If there's anything else that I need to tame, maybe I should think about doing that now, because everything just seems to be showing their face when I am specifically looking for it today. The opposite of how it normally works with ARK. We have officially made it back home, with all of our new creatures in tow. Finally got ourselves that high-level pair of bears I've been talking about for episodes now, and finally, we also end up having the pair of Cosmos of our dreams. I actually don't know what their actual stats are, but the fact that we have ourselves some practically max-level Cosmos to breed up now is going to be amazing. I'm actually going to put them down here by the other breeding pairs until we have the stats combined. We're going to throw out the new guy we just got, and I'm going to give it the 5 minutes or so before I can bring up the other one. Kind of looking like he's got some brown to him, but stamina robust is nice. As I said, it has a high chance to getting the stamina pushed down, which, since it is a light pet, that means the charge capacity, which is also pretty nice. And then, so we've got 1,000 health, 500 charge capacity, almost 1,000 charge regen. Don't really bother about the food, but the weight is over 107 by default, and then 365 melee. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Cosmos, as you guys can probably tell, and I've definitely said it before, but now we can finally have some almost max level ones up and breeding so we can get ourselves some crazy mutations and stuff. I would love to have that. And since they're so small, they'll take up so little space. Unlike these Megalosauruses over here. But, you know, I can't complain about them considering they're going to be the driving force for the bosses. Ooh, I missed naming one. So at this point, I think the only thing that I'm missing to make the Survivor bot is the... oh, it's the polymer and the crystal. Okay, I'm going to go grab some crystal so I can at least kind of have that taken care of. And then I'm going to throw out the bears as well. And I want to go take one of them down to the red polymer plant so I can show you exactly what they'll do with those. And the reason why I really wanted to make sure we had some bears. I can't forget that I was going to do this, though, and get the Cosmos up and going. Boop. Oh, sorry about that. Let me just do that. Oh, that's too far. Damn it. Just going to place her down next to the male. Alright, fantastic. So again, I really like the yellow that's kind of on the top of this one here. They both kind of have that blue color on that one part of the pattern on the back. I don't know if that's always... I guess this one's kind of more green, huh, on Noir. Alright, well, compared to the other one, this one has over 1,000 health already, 390 capacity, so this one's much better on that. And then charge regen is over 1160. Okay, cool. So the fact that they have different levels of stats by default means we definitely will be able to combine them and have a higher level base creature, which I am a huge fan of, especially since, again, their main level is what determines how many swings that they have, so that is going to be super nice. Like I said, I'm going to go get some crystal, though, just so I can get everything ready for the Survivor Mate, which I think is the next planned thing to craft. Okay, good. It hasn't been long enough for the nodes to respawn, but it does look like we have a blue drop as well. Really hope we find something amazing in it. If not, I mean, the surface stuff is definitely where the real stuff is at, but you never know. It's always worth checking. Okay, well, that's something else I definitely want to grind down. Since we're literally up here for certain resources, I may as well take these back on Banshee anyway. Put that on there. Alright, cool. It hasn't been long enough for the second round of the second cluster of crystals to spawn, has it? Not all of it. I'm probably going to have to go and collect the green gem nodes to actually get the amount that I need right now. Which is not ideal, because they don't really give you that many actual crystals when you go hit them. I'm going to have to give this area some more time to fully respawn. I didn't even see the metal nodes or anything, so I definitely have to be careful about that. And that is something you have to keep in mind when you're playing single player, is if you log out while certain nodes are respawning, they can, they don't always, they can end up taking so much longer to respawn again. So if you are playing on single player and you haven't noticed that, definitely keep that in mind. Okay, well I just collected up almost every single node of green gems that are right over here by the base. Luckily we didn't have any Yeelings over here. I'm very happy about that fact, but I'm probably going to have more green gems than I'm ever going to need. I don't think I have any current use for 2,000 more green gems, but may as well put them away. Speaking of gems, by the way, you guys did point out a couple episodes ago a perfect spot to go and collect some early red gems. There actually is a very, very good cluster hidden over there, and it ended up not being too far from base, so thank you for suggesting that I go and take a look at that. And here are the bears. I've got the two females on the sides, and then the male in the middle. I kind of want to see the darker bottom half, the darker upper half, and then, I don't know what other... I mean, there might just be 3 different color zones to worry about with these. But, so we've got Oxygen Frail, and Aquatic, and then Cowardly. So both of these have... I think theirs are Tier 2. I think that's what that means. So we've got Swimming Speed increased by 11%. Oxygen Drain, Submerge reduced. And then Stamina Drain from Swim Sprinting reduced. Interesting. I didn't even check what that did before. And then here, when this creature receives damage from a non-allied target, it gains a 3.7% movement speed for 5 seconds. And then this one here just means that it'll have a less chance to inherit the higher oxygen stat, which, paired with this, really doesn't really matter that much. So, I could probably... I don't really need to keep the Oxygen Frail. It's just kind of an interesting thing to have on these. I'm not even planning on going in the water with the bears anyway, but it's just cool to have a bunch of different bears with different traits. So I can worry about trying to get any kind of a combined stat later, but I just want to see which one of these has the most health. So she has the melee and the weight. He's got the stamina, and she's got the health. So if I'm able to combine all these stats together, we'll have a pretty good bear. That all being said, considering I just want to put one together to kind of go down and get the polymer that we need to make the Survivor bot, I'm just going to breed these ones on the right here since they have the most to gain. And we'll just tame one. We'll just take one out. I don't know why it wasn't letting me do anything there. We'll just take the one out for now, and then I may as well actually just have them all breed. Screw it. We never know. You never know what might come out when it comes to these, and I'll bring you guys back once we have our first little cubs. Okay, so it looks like we got ourselves a couple of bear cubs here. The fact is, these ones are level 246 definitely makes me feel like they got the good combination of stats. So we're going to take both of these. There we go. Did they get the male and female? They did. Oh my god. If we only had the 2 bears and that was the perfect stat combination, then we would have been just as lucky as the Megalosauruses, which is insane. I don't feel like, unless it just got the stamina that we needed, I don't think that this one got everything, but I could be wrong. Let's pull all of these over here. I'm going to tell these guys to stop breeding for now, because like I said, I'm only worrying about the one particular bear to take with me at the moment, so... Let's get all of these cubs to follow. I'm going to have to get them a bunch of meat so they don't end up dying. Let's see. We'll do passive and stop. Okay. And let's see. Just to be sure. So you did not actually get the health. Oh, but the health is on this one, so that's why. Did you get the health and the stamina? You didn't get the health either. Okay. Well, that one there is not one that we're going to hold on to, but these two are, I'm pretty sure. 400 damage. Was it 1274 that was the better weight here? So, yep, you got the weight and the melee. Did you get the stamina? The stamina should be 2650. Yep, okay, cool. So these two did, in fact, inherit both, like, all the stats from these two here. We just need the health added in. And considering how much of a difference there is in the health from the 2995 and the 3072, these guys are probably going to gain 1 or 2 levels. So I'm assuming that our perfect stat bears are going to be 250 or 248. Which is really good base level, I'm not going to lie. It's actually crazy that we found 3 different bears with 3 different sets of stats that we needed. So considering that both of these do have the stats from both of those, and we just have a female over here that requires that, I'm actually just going to take this one here that had the weight and melee with us, and we're going to go down to the blue zone and find ourselves some of the polymer plants. So I'm just going to name her Polly for that reason. And then we'll worry about getting all the stats and everything put together at a later time. Considering we're pretty much already there, I don't really feel like it's going to be a long process. Fingers crossed. Now that I've had that luck, though, odds are ARK's going to decide that it doesn't want to give it to me, but I guess we'll see. So what I'm going to do now is I have to swap out from Noir to Silva. I think Silva had a bunch of levels, so I'm going to put those into her real quick. Okay, so we're going to go head on down and see if we can find ourselves some of these polymer plants, and I can show you the reason why we went for this bear. Oh, I need to take the saddle off of this one as well. There we go. Cool. I'll bring you back in a sec. I almost forgot. They actually are in a radiated area, so I need to make sure that I take my radiation suit. So I don't want to accidentally get fried down there. That would be very, very unfortunate. There we go. Let's hide this helmet. I still like to try to keep that off if I can. Also, let's make sure no one's following me. There we go. So these plants are in the radiated area, as I just mentioned. There are a good amount of spots for them, but as far as I can find, there's one spot that's kind of closest to the top, and that is at 5643. We're going to kind of put a rally point over there, kind of work over that direction. I did say we may go to the red zone last time. We ended up just doing the surface, so maybe this will be this is definitely the time to go down there now. I'm a little bit concerned about what may happen down there, but I think as long as I don't try to go and steal a rock drake egg, we might be fine. This is the furthest down I've gone so far. That is quite terrifying. We'll just kind of try to keep our safe distance, though, from them until we're ready to go and steal an egg. Obviously, I could go and try, but I'd rather not... I don't want to lose anything quite yet. We are not in need of doing that if we can help it. Okay, so we're definitely in a red zone. Pretty sure. Yep. So we are ticking and taking some damage, but these are the plants that I was talking about. I think. Yeah, these are the ones right here. They're a little bit weird looking. A little bit bulbous. But considering they are a really good way to get a bunch of polymer, and there's even a charging station right there. We're going to throw out the bear. We're going to try to collect a bunch of it while we can. I don't know if the bear's going to take radiation damage. No, it's just my suit. Okay. So look at all that polymer I got in just a couple bites. I'm a little bit weighed down. I may actually want to put the Yeeling away. Maybe not. I don't know. As long as it's following me, maybe I'll be okay. It was warning me of a high level over there, and I'm hoping that that's not the Megalosaurus. I didn't realize you followed me like that if you were a little further away. Okay, hold on. Give me these. You, give me all this. And then we'll put them into here. Okay, I gotta be careful and we gotta be quick. I mean, my radiation suit is taking slow damage while I'm down here, but it's not going to be an immediate problem. Is this all also... Yeah, it is also stuff, just right at the charging station. That's actually really crazy. I don't even need to go far to collect it. I don't think I can carry any more of this in here. We're pretty much full. 2, 3... I can get 4 more stacks. Oh yeah, okay, we've got that here. So that was the reason to definitely come down with a bear. Did not have to spend a lot of time down here in the red zone, but I got myself so much polymer, and I'm probably not going to have to come down here for a while. I mean, yes, it will actually start to deteriorate, obviously, but it's totally fine. I'm just going to try to work my way up out of this hole here. Maybe it wasn't the best idea to try to go up this way, but I don't really want to actually venture through the outside of the red zone. Oh my god. Maybe that was a mistake. Am I going to be able to grab this and just keep going up? Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. I'm panicking over nothing. It's okay. I just really have to keep an eye out on our stamina, because running out of it now would mean certain death. I actually had made a zipline system down here. My first time ever going down and stealing a rock drake. I don't think we're going to do the same thing again. However, I do have a bunch of the stone platforms. And I could probably set up some sort of system to get down there relatively easy. The only problem would be actually getting back out after deciding to grab an egg. But just like with Wyverns on Scorched Earth, once you have one egg and everything secured, it's a lot easier going back down there for another one. Can you grab on the side of my own base? Yes, you can. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I saw some wild ones once on the side of my house. I did have to deal with them, but that was a while ago, so hopefully that never happens again. I really don't like when things are sticking on the side of my house. Or waiting in ambush for me. Alright, so with all of that polymer collected, and these bears here almost being grown up now, I should probably actually grab a little bit out of the thing over there, but I think I'm going to grab the crab for that. Karina does have the most weight, I believe. Are you still trying to follow me? You should stop. You probably get in a weird spot and get stuck up there. Unless, how much weight do you have? Okay, no. The crab's better. I think she's at 2,000? Yeah. About 2,000. May as well make that official now, though. Karina is amazing considering she's only level 50. I really need to get myself a pair of high-level crabs and try to see what kind of crazy mutations I can get going, but I guess I didn't have the means until now. We got that cannon in the drop, so should have no excuse not to try that at least sooner or later. Alright, well, Karina definitely can carry every bit of polymer. I really wish that there was a way to extend the life of organic polymer, but I think that's kind of the reason they want you to make normal polymer, because it can't spoil. But I'll probably just leave it on her for now, and we'll just pull from it when necessary. But that should, I believe, mean that we have enough to make ourselves a survivor mate now. Is that correct? Ooh, it is correct. Let's make him our new friend, Butlerman. I wonder what he'll do for us around the house here, considering the place that I've set up. I have no idea how they're going to work. Ooh, oh my god, he's 500 pounds? What? Can I even pick him up? So if I tell it drop, and then I pick it up. I have it in my inventory. 500 pounds? 5. Whoa! Hello, survivor mate. Set bot mode, follower. What can I have you do? Access inventory. I can pick you up another 500 pounds. Behavior. So you do work just as a creature, essentially. Kind of like the ones on Extinction. Copy settings to nearby survivor. So I can have more than one. Interesting. So I can have you follow 3. Ignore whistles. So you can just follow me like a normal creature, huh? So we've got Butler, Repair, Harvest. What can I have you harvest?
Oh, yes. Mindless drudgery may be just the thing to curb my homicidal tendencies.
Oh, okay. Well, how do I do that? How do we make you do a thing? So you follow me. Are we gonna have a problem with our stairs? I think we're gonna have a problem with our stairs just like with any other creature. Well, he jumped down here, I guess. He found his way eventually. You can actually go out a door? Aw, man, what is this all about? Come on. Come on, survivor mate. Oh, you made it. It's okay. I feel like some stuff definitely has to be done here to prevent more problems. You gonna go back inside? Don't go back inside, you silly bot. How about out here? There's a parasaur here. He followed me out this way. Maybe that side was too close to a cliff or something, and he just didn't want to, he didn't want to have that problem. So, okay, so if I have you set to Butler.
Bit of decluttering for the user.
Okay. I don't know exactly what Did I just pick up him? Damn it. I didn't mean to do that. So we want harvest.
The user is far too busy for such miserable toil.
How do I get you to harvest something? Can I... Let's see. Insufficient to repair? I saw in the trailer for it to do something there. How do you make that happen? Maybe follow me?
Right behind.
If you're right here and then I tell you to harvest, is that how that works? Do you have to be next to this? And then I put you into harvest mode?
Hard labor, is it? My user is so good to me.
Yes, of course. Except for I don't know how to have you do that job. How do you do the job? Is it butler mode? So there can be costumes for him eventually? That's interesting. I wonder if you can put dermises on him when that's a thing. So you're not really doing anything for me, bud. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Are you going to come in here normally, or am I going to have to use the spider to whip you in? I may have to use the spider to whip him inside the door. I did not know that I would have so much trouble with my creatures and Survivor Bot just by building my house the way that I did. I feel like it's pretty straightforward. Oh, there we go. He actually came inside that time. Didn't give me too much trouble. Maybe he'll get a little bit better over time. I do need to figure out how to actually make him work, though. Let's see. Options.
Definitely see why you would want to hold on to this.
So if I tell you this, add as input. And this, add as input. Oh! Are you trying to go over to the tree now? Did I have to do... Uh-oh. I think I may have to put you outside first. Let's get you outside. We'll set you up out there. And now I put input for trees. I put input for wood. Where'd you go? I may have to make adjustments to the base just so that this guy can actually follow me outside of the railings and stuff. I don't know how I got him out there the first time. Because he definitely doesn't want to stay that way going forward. Come on. Don't be dumb. Why are you being dumb? Thank you. So apparently putting it on follow 1 does help a little bit with that. He's a little bit close, but that's totally fine. So if I want to set him up... Okay, we don't have anything to worry about right there. So if I want to set him up right here, and I put him into harvest mode now...
Hard labor, is it?
It doesn't look like he's got
User is so good to me.
anything in there for input now. He did, but I must have dropped it. So if I pull wood... We get a fungal wood. We'll do 1, not all. 1 fungal wood and 1 wood. Pull those here, and we put them as inputs. Does that mean he's going to go collect this stuff now? I have watched no videos on how to do this. So this is all just me tinkering with the guy and hoping I can get this to work. Okay, so yeah, he is collecting from this tree now. Oh, wow, okay. Not a super fast worker? Oh. And definitely not as efficient as me going out and collecting stuff myself. However, if he's going to be able to just run around here and just keep doing this passively while I'm not really around, or if I'm just kind of going AFK to let eggs and stuff hatch, that's going to be pretty nice. I mean, what I could do is I could set him up in the top there, kind of where all the metal is, and have him continually collect that. But I'd be a little bit worried about the potential for Yeeling spawning up there and attacking him. But that is a cool way to set that up. And obviously I'm sure you could really set up some automation stuff with this guy, with certain machines, with this one, and if you had more than one. But he hasn't been going for so long, he's got about 100 wood and stuff on him already, so can't complain about that. He did actually add that as his other input, right? Or did he run away from me? No, he's good. And if I also put the stone in here and have that set as an input, you should do all the things, right? Collect stone, collect wood. Stone, wood, thatch, everything. You're not going to get thrown off the side of the cliff or anything, are you? That wouldn't be ideal.
Oh, it's you. There you are.
Yeah. What are you doing? Are you... Oh. He's just going around collecting the small stones around the ground, isn't he? That's actually kind of funny. Passive collection. Can you collect fiber, too?
Intentionally harm my user. Though accidents do happen.
Am I gonna overload you by putting too many different things onto your, into your, inputs? Oh, you can collect that. Are you getting berries? We don't want the berries. Can I get you to not do the berries? I don't know if I can go that in-depth. Okay, we'll remove the fiber. We don't want the fiber as one. Okay, well, he can break rocks that way too, which is nice. I guess I'll just let him kind of go do his thing. And I think I'm just going to kind of do a thing that probably a bunch of others will do, but I'm going to name him Alan. Thank you for your help, Alan. I appreciate it. You can't level up, can you? I mean, you've been out collecting stuff for a little while. I didn't see anything to level you up with. No, you can't. Okay. Interesting, though. I'll just have to periodically pull the wood and all the stuff from him. That is a really cool addition. I mean, I didn't know what exactly to expect. If I had metal down here, I could set that up. I could also... I mean, I can always just pull the gas balls at this point, so I don't really need to have him collect those. I mean, I won't be able to use my Fasola here if he keeps that up, but that is something that is nice to kind of have continually happening. So it looks like we've got both of these bears all grown up, so I'm going to have the male one kind of breed with the female with health and try to get that all combined in there together. I do feel like today we've kind of had a lot of things done that I have been really hoping to get done over a long time, and it's nice to have that kind of progress finally finished. I'll have to keep an eye out on our spiders here and try to see what kind of combined stat total we'll have to go forward, and then see if I can get some crazy mutations on them. But, Alan, just keep working, buddy. I really appreciate your help. Just don't fall off a cliff or get killed by a Yuling, please. You are quite the expensive butler to make. Well, with that all being said and done, we are going to end that episode there. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's crazy how much that you can actually get done when the things you're looking for actually show up. But if you guys did enjoy, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you've got anything to bring up about this series or any other one on the channel, let me know in the comments below. If you want to help contribute to the channel just a little bit more as well, we do have links in the description for Ko-fi and Patreon. You can also become a YouTube member, all of which gives you full access to our community cluster of servers where we are all playing ARK together. We've got the Island, Scorched Earth, and Aberration all up and running, and I'd love to see you there. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.